I have a video on my channel called 5 skills that you need to have to get a job as a software engineer. Now I get a lot of questions on my channel about making an update to that video which is relevant for 2021 or 2020. Now those skills are still very much relevant, but in this video I thought I'll talk about 5 additional skills or things that you need to learn if you want to stand out from the crowd. Now imagine that you apply for a job in a company and the person who is looking at your resume or your profile can see these additional skills. Then it can be a game changer for you. So imagine you have one position and 10 people are applying for the same job, and you are called for an interview. You are like in the last final round where you may have 3 other people also applying for the same job. And when you have these skills, when you can demonstrate these skills to the interviewer, then it can definitely help you, and maybe it will help you to such an extent that you will be given a job. So let us talk about these 5 skills. Number 1, Jira. I'm not really sure if you know about it or not, but Jira is one of the most popular issue tracking project management tool that companies and teams use for not only software development but also for agile methodologies like Scrum and Kanban. People use Jira for service desk. People use Jira for their day-to-day activities, their work, and there are plenty of other applications, plenty of other use cases. Now if you know how to work on Jira and if you know a bit of customization aspects of Jira, then I think that is a great skill to have. In case you don't know, I have another channel. If you go to YouTube and if you type Ravi Sagar, or if you go to youtube.com/ravisagar1, or you can go to my website ravisagar.in. So I'm giving you plenty of options. You can watch hundreds of videos that I make on Jira. So Jira, in my opinion, and it is not just my opinion, I mean you can do your Google research, you will realize that Jira is a popular tool. So having a good knowledge of Jira, you don't need to be like an expert, a super expert, but if you have a decent understanding of how Jira works, then it will demonstrate your ability that you have a knowledge of a tool that is used in the industry, that is used in the corporates. And usually when you join a new company or anyways given a training, and having this knowledge already will give you additional points. So Jira is number 1 in my list. Number 2, Git. So you should be using version control if you're writing code. Even if you have made few projects in your college, try to use version control. And of course, when it comes to version control in 2021, we have Git, which is very popular. And if you have, let us say, your repository on GitHub or GitLab or Bitbucket, and maybe whenever you have any project that you have been working on, it could be a small thing, it need not to be like a fully functional app with hundreds of features. If you have something or whatever you're doing over the years, I'm sure if you're doing engineering or if you're doing any technical course, you have been doing programming for quite a while now. So have a public repository of your work. And of course, when you have the public repository on GitHub or GitLab or Bitbucket, most likely you are using Git anyways. So when you have the history of all the work, it will give you you will get additional points for having this knowledge, and also having this repository which is publicly available. It demonstrates your not only your coding skills, not only your programming skills, but also it will give the interviewer this signal, a sign that this guy is trying to contribute, and I think that is always appreciated. Number 3 is you should have a decent understanding of how a website is made. Now, bare minimum, you should know how to make a website using HTML and CSS, and of course, if possible, JavaScript. So if you know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, I think these three things, like the fundamentals of how a website can be made, is extremely important, because these days, no matter whatever you're doing, you anyways have some kind of a front end. Maybe you're working for a company and maybe you're a back-end developer, or maybe you're a front-end developer. If you're a front-end developer, then of course you need to know how a website works, how to make a website. But even if you're a back-end developer, you're expected to have this knowledge. Now, the best way to learn this is not by, of course, reading online documentation and tutorials. I mean, you will anyways do it. But the best way to motivate yourself to learn web development is having your own website. Now, you can make your own website using just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, or maybe you can use a CMS if you want. Either way, you should have a website. That is another topic. I'll probably talk about it separately, but if you have a website, you are giving yourself chance to learn web development. And on your website, you can do wonderful things. You can have your resume, you can write blogs, you can demonstrate your coding abilities by writing or maybe sharing those snippets, like how to do this in Java, how to do this in C++, whatever. So when you have a website, and when you post the link to post a link of your website on your resume, and when you have a social presence, then your employer, your potential employer, will definitely go and take a look at your website or your GitHub repository. So along with the GitHub repository, get your own website. Don't really just spend all your time on Facebook or maybe Twitter. Do that, but focus on the content that you want to share on your website. Number 4 is having a basic understanding of how a mobile app works. Now, if you are a software engineer, I mean, in the beginning, you don't need to learn each and everything completely. I mean, there is no end to learning, but if you can learn how to make a simple Android app, or if possible, if you can afford, if you have, let us say, Mac, then of course learn how to make a mobile app for iPhone. But I think if you can make a mobile app for Android, I think that is enough. And don't use any framework. I mean, you can use a framework, but try to use try to make native apps using Java. And when you have this basic understanding of how mobile apps work, and when you have, let us say, your GitHub repository where you can demonstrate your skills, and maybe if you can also show to your potential employers, okay, this is a mobile app that can do this. So I think that is a wonderful skill to have, because of course, if you go back to my previous video of 5 skills that you need to have to get a job as a software engineer, I talked about core programming skill, and I talked about Java. So when you are learning Java, of course, you are learning, of course, from books, but when you get a chance to make a project, try to make a mobile app. Making a mobile app in 2021 is very simple. I think in a couple of days you can have a fully functional mobile app that can do things like get your GPS coordinates, or it can do some animations, whatever. It could be anything, but you should try to have these projects ready, and these things should be ready that you can demonstrate to anyone if needed. So I'm trying to connect all the things together. Like, if you know how to work on Jira, if you can also show and share your code online, so it will also give you a chance to learn Git, and you will have a public profile, and you have a website as well where you can, of course, learn web development, but you will also share things. You will also write blogs, and you can also write about let us say the mobile app that you created 2 years ago, the mobile app that you created maybe 3 years ago, and of course you're writing blogs as well in the meantime. Then when you combine these things together along with your marks that you secure in college, which is, I think, not massively important, and if you have a very good understanding of the skills that I talked about in my previous video, then I don't think or I don't really see any reason why you can't get a job. Getting a job is, I can understand it is not easy, but you have, I think, 4 years of your engineering to spend your time wisely. I think have fun, do a lot of, spend time with your friends, enjoy your college life, but if you can build up your skills over the period of time slowly, then when you enter the market, it should be very easy for you to get a job, because when you show your resume to someone like a potential employer, or when you apply somewhere, or when you're called for an interview, you will, one thing I can guarantee, you will always get a lot of opportunities, but it is up to you how you can utilize that opportunity, and are you ready to demonstrate your skills whenever needed. So when you combine these things together, the additional skills and things that I think you need to have, then I'm quite sure that you will definitely get a job that you always wanted. There is also one more thing that I want to talk about, and that is public speaking. I think there are no prizes for guessing. Public speaking, or the ability to communicate your thoughts to the other person, is probably one of the main thing these days. So you may be highly technical, but if you're not really able to speak when it comes to your interview, or when someone is calling you for the first round, like usually the first round happens with the HR, and they will give you a call, or maybe they will these days people do Zoom calls. So you should be ready to talk about your skills and talk about yourself. Now, there are a few things that I can recommend for public speaking. One of the most simplest thing that you can do is start a YouTube channel, start making videos. Whatever you're doing over the years, like sharing your code, or blogging, or doing something on your own website, also make a video about it. Like if you, let us say, learn something, maybe you want to share how to make a mobile app, and you want to make a series of tutorials, do that. I think this will also build up, and it will actually add to your profile. Now, at the same time, when you are making a video is just one aspect, one way of doing it. You will learn how to speak properly. Of course, in the beginning, you might not be great, you might not be good. In fact, you can be really bad in the beginning, but it is all about the confidence. You can be still, it is okay to speak bad English or whatever language that you need to speak, but if you can be confident about your skills, and you can be confident about things that you can do for them, then the potential employer will definitely give you a job. Now, there are other things that you can do for public speaking. Things like you can take part, or you can join a Toastmasters club. I'm not really sure if you know about Toastmasters or not, but Toastmasters is a great way. It's basically a club where people meet regularly, and it is all about public speaking and improving your communication skills. So this point number 5, public speaking is extremely important these days, and you cannot really skip it or avoid it. So these are the 5 things that I wanted to talk about. These 5 additional skills that, along with the core skills, will ensure that you will get a job. You will surely get a job as a software engineer or a software developer. So these are all the things that I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and you also learned something new today. Thank you very much.